I was 17 years old, had my first dump truck, didn't have a CDL, didn't have a license yet. So I was going to school. I was on work release, so I got out of school at 10:30 in the morning. So come 11 o'clock, I would go jump in the dump truck, and I'd line up a few loads of gravel that had to get moved around our town, and I would start hauling gravel. Now, mind you, I already knew how to drive a dump truck. I've been driving semis since I was, 6, 7, 8 years old. 8, 9 years old, I was driving them by myself. So to me, to drive a dump truck was just no big deal. Actually easier than driving a tanker and a pup with a great big trailer. I'm like, it's like a sports car. This is pretty cool. So cruising around trying to deliver loads, looking at the mirror, looking behind you, hoping the cops don't come up and pull you over, because the DOT can pull you over for any reason they want. So I was able to do that for a few months. Finally, I turned 18 and got my CDL, graduated, and then I was able to work full time, and that took the stress level down a lot because I was able to actually work legally. So that made it pretty fun. Kept doing that, acquired a few more trucks, got into some equipment, started digging basements, putting in sewer, waters, electrical, just doing all the main construction things as far as excavation goes. 2007 hit, and that was a real big turning point in my life. 2007, my dad died also. So not only did I lose my business partner, which was my father, which turned into my best friend, because when you're working and putting in 16, 17, 18 hours a day running a company, that's who you're spending your time with. I spent more time with my father than I did my girlfriend, my wife, which I ended up marrying, more than my friends, more than anybody, because not only on the days that you're not driving truck, you're out looking for the jobs, talking to the customers. So every waking minute I spent with my dad. So we had a really close friendship, and it turned into a friendship to be able to make that work like that. After he died is when the recession really started kicking in, and so I started having all sorts of self-doubt about my abilities. I've been running the company, handed the reins over a long time before this, and everything was going good, but it just seemed like he passes away, and then I can't find a job. All these contracts I have aren't getting filled because no one has money to start, and I've got a family of my own. I've got a wife and 2 kids, and my life is starting to crumble around me. I've got employees that we're not able to find work for, that everybody's looking to me for this leadership role to fill it, and the one person that I had that had my back the whole time is now missing. So it was a real eye-opening time. That prior to this, I thought I had everything that I needed. I thought everything was running smooth. And so with going through the recession and everything we had to do, I knew at that point that I could do more than I had been doing up until now. And so I just started learning. I started digging into business classes, any kind of podcast I could find. I was just searching and trying to learn, because I told myself I'd never get in this situation again. I would never get put into a scenario where the people that was depending on me, I could not give them the answers they needed to go forward.